Tabletop role-playing news. We aim to amuse and we aim to enthuse. And Morrus's unofficial tabletop RPG.
Hello, and welcome to Morrus's unofficial tabletop RPG talk. This week without a cold open and with an actual introductory video. Unlike last week's Omni Shambles, where we were suddenly caught live, totally unaware that we were live, with this brilliant, amazing cold open, which I'm sure Jess set up specially as a nice, pleasant surprise for us before she left for the week.
Yes.
Yeah. But anyway.
Are you done?
Welcome to the show.
Introduce yourself and move on, man.
Yes, I am Russ, aka Morrus, or Morrus, aka Russ, and with me this week is...
BJ Coffey from the Southampton Guild of Roleplayers and Homebrew and Hacking TTRPG Design. I am delighted to be here, even though the AI that transcribes our podcast into some sort of writing consistently fails to understand that I have a name, and it's the same name every week. But what can I say? Joining us also, it's not because I'm not making a height joke here, but she really is a belladonna. An absolutely perfect person to spend time with. Really glad to have her back because, as you will notice, the competence has increased by a factor of over 300%. It's the one, it's the only, it's
me, Jessica from EN Publishing. Yes, I have returned. We have an intro video this week.
Yep.
I don't want to say I'm the glue that holds this whole operation together, but I'll let viewers and listeners.
To be fair, we did manage for about 5 years before you joined the show.
Not with live streams. Not with live streams.
That is true.
I mean, if you keep us out of sticky situations, like we found ourselves in last week, are you really the glue? Or perhaps you're some other solvent? Perhaps you're the... you know what you might be? You might be the gaffer tape that holds this podcast together and prevents it from flying off in different directions.
I'll take it. I mean, as if you're listening to the podcast, you may have missed the cold introduction for the live stream, but as always, we are streaming live on the internet on Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube. And you can join us at 2 p.m. UK time, which is 9 a.m. Eastern this week. Although, dear listeners, if you watch live, please note that the clock's changed in the UK.
Plot twist.
So time zone change. So next week, it will be moving from BST to GMT, but in America they do it the week after us. So there will be 1 week where the podcast in the US feels like it's an hour earlier for you because time zone reasons. So keep an eye out for that if you want to watch it live. If you listen to the podcast, it doesn't matter. Just carry on living your life as you do now.
Yeah, it's the way forward now.
Right, we have
traditional British sleight of hand.
Intimidating amount of news this week, so I think we should get started because it's
Let's get on with it.
Big long list.
All right, get started, Russ.
Yes, Wizards of the Coast has turned on the fire hose.
Yeah,
fire hose of news. The fire hose of Forgotten Realms news, more specifically. So, should we get started with that?
Yes, let us remember.
Forgotten Realms news. Okay, so the first thing is there was a few previews that came out. And this is for the Forgotten Realms Heroes of Faerun book, which is coming out very, very soon. Can you remember when is it? It's like next month, isn't it? Very soon. There's the two Forgotten Realms books coming out next month.
Yep.
Adventures in Faerun and Heroes of Faerun being the player and DM book, respectively.
Okay.
So we have talked about those before, but we've got some information about some of the magic. The spell casting in the Heroes of Faerun book.
Have we seen details in an Unearthed Arcana? Because something about this is ringing a bell for me, but I can't.
I wouldn't be surprised if it was play tested in an Unearthed Arcana, but I can't remember.
Maybe a week I was away because I would recall this sort of ritualized circle casting due to my own rather fun experiences at live action roleplay. Where it's quite good. You go into a circle in your fancy dress and you ask for a nice magic item, and if you get it right, then you get a shiny magic item. If you get it wrong, then demons eat your face.
Nice.
Sometimes. No pressure.
How does circle casting work in the Forgotten Realms Heroes of Faerun then, Russ?
Right, that's the question.
Well, so what happens is you get a bunch of people who will combine to cast the same spell. You have a primary caster.
Yes.
Who is leading the spell, and they basically choose all of the options, like who the target is, maintain the concentration, provide the components and things like that. Everyone has to expend spell slots.
Yeah.
And then you get a bunch of options that you can apply to the spell. So there's 1, 2, 3, there's 6 options you can apply to the spell.
Okay.
So you can augment it, which basically increases the range by thousands of feet. You can distribute it, which means your allies can share the burden of concentration.
Okay, yeah.
You can expand it, increasing the area of effect.
Okay.
You can prolong it.
Yeah.
You can guess what that one does too.
Makes sense.
You can you can
changes the area of effect so it's longer. Safeguard it. Okay.
You can safeguard it. So I'm not sure what this means exactly. Shape the weave to spare your allies from the storm you unleash.
It means choose friendly targets and don't blow them up.
Yes, I guess so. So you can do an AoE on all the bad guys, but not fireball your friends.
Yourself. I guess so.
Except for the barbarian, because no one likes him.
And then finally, you can supplant it, which basically means if it's got expensive material components, you can replace those with the collective strength of your circle.
That's okay.
Those are the 6 things you can do.
You see, like, I was really worried that they were just going to completely take an idea I had and print it first, which would be really annoying. Because obviously, as we know, no, they haven't. Because like I was thinking about like breaking magic down into adventuring magic, which is the spells you generally have access to, and more ritualized magic, which circle casting using ley lines would be a very strong metaphor for, and that would be for things like, did you want to build a flying castle? That's how you do it.
Do I? Of course I do.
Who doesn't? Yeah, where you get all the magic, like all the big event you do it during an adventure, because you need to have a ritual circle, you need to have guys, you need to have kit. You need to have the whole 9 yards. It's all
a downtime activity, basically.
Yeah, basically. It's not really like, quote, man portable, unquote, so you can't really pack it off with you. Or maybe you can, but it also takes a long time. So it's going to take you hours and hours. And generally, you've got better things to do during your adventure. Yeah. So this feels like they're trying to make a downtime thing, an uptime thing, and have circles in, which is kind of cool, but I don't know.
Well,
I'm glad they're not going in the idea I had, but also a bit annoyed because they were saving a job.
Spells also have some specific effects. Because they did show 2 spells, Doomtide and Spellfire Storm. That I think is a picture of a circle casting with some kind of Spellfire Storm, I think.
Are those Wizards of Thay or something in their red robes?
It could be.
Okay.
They do all have bald heads. So
yeah, I was about to say, they look... It looks like a uniform. Either that or the group chat was like, okay, guys, we're going out in this. This is the vibe for tonight.
It's a group Halloween costume.
Everyone caught the zeitgeist. And it was like, wait, no, someone's got to go home and get changed. Too late. We're committed.
Yeah.
But
anyway, we've got to look at a couple
this looks a little bit like the Forgotten Realms bit where Svastam or something created like a terrible undead creating spell which wiped out all of his political opponents. Svastam or something?
I thought you said Fast Ham.
Yeah, that's right, Fast Ham. The well-known thing.
Which is an amazing name.
Yeah, I mean, opportunity lost there. I'm looking.
That is going to be the name of my next D&D character. Fast Ham.
Turns their enemies to barbecue.
Anyway, we've got to look at 2 of the spells. This is one of them. Doomtide. And as you can see, it's a new spell, but also it's got a casting as a circle spell section at the bottom, and it has its own unique circle spell effects. So Doomtide unleashes a rolling cloud of psychological torment. That sounds unpleasant. 20-foot radius sphere, 5d6 psychic damage. But when you cast it as a circle spell with at least 5 secondary castles, you can expend a string of 3 black pearls from Pandemonium to extend the spell's range to 1 mile. and sustain its power until dispelled. Wow.
That's wiping out a town, isn't it?
Wow.
That's making a town very upset.
Cloud of social anxiety. Awful.
5d6 psychic damage. Your NPC villagers, most of them are going down on that,
most
aren't
of them
they?
are going to die from that, aren't they?
Yeah.
That's not going to be. I can think of some level 5 characters that you had, Russ, which would have been had a bad time because that wizard you had, which dumped con. So you'd be like, oh, okay, well, I'm level 5. I've got just slightly above average, a good roll. That's it, mate. Curtains.
Yeah, well, 5d6 on average is what, 18 damage. Yeah.
The blacksmith's gone. So.
Yeah. I mean, it's just bad news all around.
I mean, it would be a nice start to a fight if you were fighting like a big group of enemies or something, because it would be a big smack for everyone. And they fail saving throws. They also subtract 1d6 from their saving throws for the first turn, so that could be nice for the other characters to go in and hit them with sticks or whatever they want.
Yeah, I mean, it's just having the extra casters that. But I suppose nowadays, if you've got like a table of 9 people, then that would be quite easy to achieve. Yeah. What's this? Spellfire Storm.
So this one is Spellfire Storm, yeah, and this one is 20-foot radius, 4d10 radiant damage.
Alight the weave upon your foes. What? Is that what it says? Alight.
Yeah.
Oh
yes, the spells. Yeah.
I mean, that's not how the word alight works. Never mind. Whatever.
It's magic.
It's English grammar for us.
This is American grammar, though, PJ.
This is very specific magical terminology, is what it is. You're just not familiar with the terminology.
Oh, okay. It's not. We don't hire editors anymore because we think we know how words work. Oh, okay. That's no problem. Yeah. So I guess you make the weave land upon your foes or something.
I guess. I don't know.
Anyway, so
if you cast this one as a circle spell, you expend a blue star sapphire worth 25,000 gold pieces, and it extends the spell's range to 1 mile.
Yeah. Well, if you can choose to expend it to send it further, and each secondary caster must also expend a level 3 plus spell slot. Okay. So is Spellfast? I guess Spellfast Storm must be a regular spell for this to be an option.
Yeah, the casting as a circle spell is an extra bit. So you've got the spell, and then of course the casting as a circle spell is a bonus. You know
how I'm excited about using these? I'm not excited about using these so much as a player, but as a GM, because I'm like, if this exists in the world, then my bad guys might choose to do this. So there's a really nice plot point there. That the players can easily find out, oh, we've heard the bad villain's gone and stolen this blue sapphire worth this specific amount, and they're taking all these mages from the tower to do their bidding for some reason. I think that's super fun, because if I was an evil, nefarious villain, maybe I would use this.
If?
Yes. And I just think it would be a nice story you could give your players the opportunity to interrupt this, or break that ritual before it happens, or and if they don't, it happens and there's consequence from that. I think that's what I'm thinking about when I read these straight away. I'm thinking about how I could use it as a game master, as a tool.
It doesn't make the spell take longer to cast, though. If it's only an action to cast, it's still only an action to cast. It's not sort of like you're spending an hour casting it or a week casting it. It's still a regular spell.
How are you supposed to get in and stop that happening? Yeah.
Well, I might fudge it a little bit, the rules, and be like, well, they have to meet at this specific time because the moon also needs to be there. I might give my players the fun of that, so it's a bit more interesting.
If you don't have an astrological conjunction.
On a wet and stormy night under the full moon while the frogs are croaking.
What you're saying that like casting something at midnight and midday should have exactly the same effects? I mean...
sure.
Yeah, sure. Like, I think it's moving away from the symbolism that you really need. Because if you're going to do a ritual spell, it should be freighted with narrative meaning and symbolism, I would say. And things like atmosphere would matter. It's
I think,
performance.
I think that's true. I get why they haven't included that from the
Yeah.
player's perspective, though, because that just gives another layer of
I would
gumph that I
argue
don't
that
think
all Magic should have that about it, but D&D Magic doesn't really.
No, you want a different flavor of Magic. There's loads of RPGs where it's more like hedge magic, where magic is very like, no, we need to sit down for half an hour and we need to make sure the bones are in the right place and, you know, the sky is correct as well. And it might still explode in our face, but
You need to make sure the bones are correct. Interesting.
Yeah, like you throw the bones. So a lot of ritual casting, you need particular animal bones to lay out and do shapes and things with. And
yeah, don't you know anything about casting ritual magic spells? God.
Yeah,
of course you've got to make sure the bones are correct.
In fairness,
I always make sure the bones are correct when I'm casting a ritual.
Sorry, I forget who I'm talking to because I don't know if this is a very Welsh magic thing that you know. I don't know.
Anyway.
Absolutely.
Because magic requires balance and sacrifice, so there has to be some element of death in there.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I don't remember Paul Daniels saying that.
Well, he wouldn't, would he?
Off the record.
Anyway, okay, so circle casting. We've got that information from the Forgotten Realms. Any more bits on that?
We have got more information about this Forgotten Realms book.
Okay.
So we've got a quick preview. I mean, I say preview. It's a flip through. That's the word I'm looking for. Of the Adventures in Faerun book, because it was at New York Comic Con last week. And Mackenzie de Armas made a short YouTube video because it was basically on a Wizards of the Coast stand with a whole bunch of their stuff, and you could flip through it.
Oh, nice.
Made a quick YouTube video. I won't show the video here, but I will put a link to it in the show notes so you can see, because it's I flipped through most of the book. A lot of it quite readable as well. A lot of it quite readable if you slow down and pause on the pages. I got a couple of screenshots here, but not like the whole video's worth, just bits and pieces. So
a pretty map.
Sort of screenshots of it, so you can see there's some full double page spread maps of the Dalelands and places. Yeah. So this is the GM book, Adventures in Faerun, not the player's book that we were just talking about. And so you can see a few just sort of different pages here, including a level 13 adventure called Heart of Fire, where you have to recover a magic item from an adult red dragon's horde.
Risky business.
Yeah. Yeah. I imagine the adult red dragon doesn't have a problem with this.
Yeah, they're famously chill with people taking things from their hordes of dragons.
I
would also be mad. Wouldn't you be mad if someone came into your horde, Russ, and stole something? And by your horde, I mean the role-playing books behind you.
Is that my horde?
If not, or is it your armory of weapons?
or my collection of watches, or the various other things that I've just randomly decided to collect over my life.
If I came into your house and just took one of your watches and walked out, I think you would be displeased, to put it politely.
I would be delighted to be there.
Exactly.
That's which one you took us.
It's rude, but it's rude nevertheless.
You want to go for the DC Lego? Well, the DC Lego, that would be the stuff that would get going.
There we go.
Yeah. Anyway, sticking with the Forgotten Realms, because why wouldn't we? So one of the adventures from that book has been released for free on D&D Beyond. Now I call this an adventure. These are really short. This is the Adventures in Faerun book. They're really short. Each adventure is like a page or something. So this one is like 4 or 5 paragraphs and a map. So they're less adventures. They're more. They're
like the one-page summaries from Savage Worlds.
Yeah. But there's a few of them in the book, though. So, yeah. So this one is. They call it a deity adventure.
Oh, what does that mean?
I'm not 100%
sure. There's a god involved.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's called the Tenebra Stone, and to me, it's like the Shadow Stone.
Well, the cover art is 3 undead warriors with swords, looking like soldiers coming towards us. So
looks like they've got the white stuff.
So in this one, you have to go into a quarry and track down an evil artifact, and you have to battle several undead creatures before a final encounter. And it's basically one page. That's it. It's very simple, but there's lots of them. A map, 3 encounters, a brief overview, but basically a kind of light adventure. But you can grab that right now on D&D Beyond.
I do like little adventures like that, because sometimes when you're in a campaign, you've got a slot to put something in, and pre-written adventures like that is just a short encounter or situation is perfect to pick in and put out. I'm currently going through the EM World Archives to find something to suit my game I'm going to run at Christmas time for my nibblings. So
What are you thinking? Run presents for goblins.
Well, at the moment I've set them on I've done a fetch quest style campaign, so they need to go find various components from different places to make this magical artifact to do a thing. So the first few adventures they're going to have whilst they're leveling up and learning the rules, because it's their first time playing for my 70-year-old father and my 12-year-old niece.
They graduated from Hero Quest.
Is it? Yeah, I was going to say, this is your Hero Quest conversion.
Yes.
I think I've got a book about writing adventures for Hero Quest kicking around. So,
well, we're not using Hero Quest anymore. They've moved on to using D&D 5e, because when I was playing with them last, when I went down, my niece kept wanting to do things that Hero Quest doesn't do. She's like, "Oh, I want my character to do this," and I was like, "That's a really cool idea. There's no way in the rules that we can represent that." So I said, "Well, how would you like to use different rules that let you do more cool stuff?" The answer was yes, and so they had a go, and
They are being slowly converted.
Yeah.
Over a period of years.
Teach them young, but also any age of the spectrum, because my 70-year-old father also had his first Dungeons and Dragons game and is in that campaign with them.
Nice.
Yeah. But anyway, so I think these one-shot adventures are nice for that sort of thing. Anyway, okay, cool. That adventure's on D&D Beyond if anyone else likes it.
I get comments about my appearance.
That's rude.
Very rude.
Ross clean shaven has your court appearance later. And this is because I have a Halloween costume next week, and I'm experimenting with levels of shadedness and hair. So basically, I'm going to be Captain Kirk. So I'm getting my hair cut on Tuesday, but obviously I've got to be clean shaven for that. So I've decided to get myself used to it in advance.
There we go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Anyway, the next bit of news.
Oh, I'm excited for this.
Oh,
Lords of Waterdeep.
Yeah.
So
it's
a board game, a popular board game.
Yeah,
it's
worker placement.
Yes, it's a very good board game. I like this game very much. It was released by Wizards of the Coast in 2012, and a lot of licensed board games sometimes are a bit pants, as we know, but this is not. This is a really good board game. So it's a worker placement game, which in board game terms means you have a little meeple, and on your turn you put that on a particular place on the board, and a different action happens as a result of being in that place. And if you're there, other people can't go there, is the basic premise of it. But the theme works really well, because you get little quests that you're trying to do to go places and collect stuff, so it feels like D&D, sending out your minions on little quests. It also has the really nice thing of a worker placement where you're trying to build your engine and make it do a thing, but the game always ends quickly, and so you always feel like, oh, I wanted that little bit more, which is always what you want with a board game. And it's a really good game. I think even if you're not into D&D at all, it's still just a really solid board game if you're a board gamer that likes worker placements.
Yeah, despite knowing nothing about the setting, I've played it a couple of times. Yeah, and quite enjoyed it. And I'm not big into my board games, so this is.
But the fact that this game was released in 2012 isn't the news, of course.
No,
the news is.
The news is it says out of print, and it is now being reprinted. It's got an anticipated date of April 2026. It's being done by Renegade Game Studios. It looks like just a reprint because it's got the same cover art and same details, so it's not a new imagining or anything, which for me is great, because I really like the game. I don't have it in my collection, but out of print board games generally get quite expensive because supply and demand. So this is really great to see. And also I'm so pleased doing the expansion Skulls of Skullport, And expansions, again, sometimes for games, they're like, that's fine. Skulls of Skullport generally makes this game even better and adds a new level of game, and is definitely worth picking up, I think. There are a lot of games where the expansions, I'm like, take it or leave it if you want. Play the main game until you get bored and then throw this in to make it interesting later. No, Skulls of Skullport, excellent. Would recommend from the beginning having it if you like this sort of game. But yeah, so I'm very excited. I might pick this up, actually. And I bought a board game
once, maybe twice, and I didn't completely hate it. So there we go.
Well, there's a rave review from Russ.
From me. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
But yeah, but originally it was published by Wizards of the Coast, and Renegade Game Studios are doing this. So that's interesting. I wonder why they're doing that, especially as it's a reprint. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Bizarre.
Because I'd understand if they were doing like an update and Renegade Game Studios were like changing things, but it doesn't look like that's the case.
Maybe they don't have the in-house expertise at Hasbro to do it.
To do a reprint?
I mean, still,
no,
there's
a lot. That. I imagine Wizards. I mean, I'm totally guessing here. It probably wasn't really on Wizards' radar to do it, and Renegade approached them and said, "Hey, this game that is out of print."
Yeah, I mean,
if you're not going to reprint, how about we do it for you? And Wizards went, well, it doesn't cost us anything. Why not? And they work with Renegade anyway.
You're probably very correct.
Yeah, I mean, Renegade's done a whole bunch of Hasbro IP role-playing games, so it's not like they haven't got a prior relationship.
That's true. But yeah,
so that would be my guess.
I mean, I think that's a strong hypothesis. But yeah, I'm excited about this.
But not a theory.
No, because the theory has been peer reviewed.
Not yet. Okay. Well, I will put the hypothesis down, and I will do some rigorous scientific testing. I will write a paper and submit it to the nearest scientific journal immediately for peer review.
Yeah, next. How you get a theory. Anyway,
what's the next? We've got loads of news to get through. Come on.
We're getting through quite well for us, actually. There's a limited amount of
participation. Okay, so this is the rule now. If anyone starts talking for too long, we interrupt to say next, and move along. Okay, gotcha. Right, rule remembered. Sort of like anyone who does that a lot. But no, that's fine. Okay, well, that's what we're going to do. I'm good with that. Right then, next is a rather delightful Kraken. Yes.
That's a Kraken one.
This is coming out in May 2026. And this is from WizKids. It's 100 millimeters, apparently. 10 centimeters, which is
about 4.5 inches.
Yeah. Fairly sizable. Comes fully painted.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Comes fully painted. Yeah, nice. So it's part of a Monster Manual Collection to Icons of the Realms collection. That trips off. That is how I name things. That is worse than how I name things. Monster Manual Collection to Icons of the Realms collection.
Oh, okay, that's the name. Right, I thought you were giving a description. Okay, well, at least you know what you're getting, I guess.
Yeah, that's the name. There are, in fact, 47 monsters in this collection.
Wow.
This is just one of them. Based on the updated artwork from the new Monster Manual from Wizards of the Coast. So this is coming in at $69.99. May 2026. You can pre-order it now.
Okay, yep.
It was pretty cool. I like it.
No, I mean, it's nice. That it's a nice model. Like 10 centimeters is like good old size, 100 mil. Pre-painted is nice, but $70 just feels like a lot of money.
It is a lot, yeah. It is a lot.
I mean, that's like what, 2, maybe 3 RPG books of like, trad games and like 10 to 15 of the indie games. So yeah, depends what you want, really.
But a lot of these things are for people who
really like
a lot of their income for role-playing game stuff.
Amen. Yeah. I'm sure it'll make some people very happy. But it's not personally for me, but that's okay. Not everything has to be.
All right, we have a mystery to uncover now.
Bum, bum, bum.
A mystery. I'm going to start off with a piece of photographic evidence.
Okay.
And we're going to uncover this mystery and try and work out what's going on.
Yeah.
This is the first bit of photographic evidence.
Yeah.
So what we have here is a picture of actor Joe Manganiello,
Okay.
Dragonlance creators Margaret Weis and Tracy Hickman, standing in front of the large dragon statue at Wizards of the Coast's headquarters in Renton, Washington.
Which appears to have
This
a
was
bow on
posted
it.
by a
Yes.
bone? Oh, a bow.
A bow.
Yeah.
Like, is it like a hair bow or bow tie? Can't really tell. Manganiello's in the way. No. Anyway.
I do not know. But anyway, this was posted by Tracy Hickman and by Joe Manganiello on their respective social medias. Tracy Hickman was with the words, something is coming, ... and Joe's said, we're back, in big capital letters.
I will say, for the benefit of listeners at home, that Manganiello is wearing an enormous T-shirt which says Dragonlance right down the side.
Yes.
So
who can say?
Do we think there's like a TV show or a film in the works for it?
Or
is there just or is it an actual play? Because Joe is
who knows?
A big gamer.
Well, what we can now do is zoom out on this picture, because it turns out that the picture that they posted is kind of a cropped picture. Because Margaret Weis then posted this version of it with an extra couple of people. Laura Hickman and Dan Ayoub, the head of D&D at Wizards of the Coast, are in this picture.
Okay. Yep.
Conspiracies. What could be going on?
Well, we know Ayoub's the head of branding, so...
We do. Well, he's the head of D&D, full stop. He's head of the franchise now in their new franchise model.
Yes. And Laura Hickman is, I believe, daughter of Tracy Hickman, and also
wife of.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. Does
I might be
writing?
wrong. I might be wrong. Actually, I don't know. Anyway.
Yeah, I can't tell. No. But yeah, so that feels like we've got some stuff going on. Yeah. We don't know.
Yeah. Well, if we go back in time a bit, this was posted by Joe Manganiello, a good few years ago. And this was the cover page of a script of a screenplay called Dragons of Autumn Twilight, based on the novel by Margaret Weis and Tracy Hickman.
Nice.
So that kind of went the rounds a few years ago, like 2 or 3 years ago, I think it was. Everyone got quite excited, but nothing came of it. And then eventually in February 2024, Joe announced that it was no longer in development because Dragonlance is not a property Wizards of the Coast are interested in developing further currently.
Yeah. I mean, but I will say, right, that it would make an absolutely cracking TV series.
You'd have to change a few things, but yeah.
Yeah, like, but inevitably any translation, and I'll be perfectly honest, right, translating a book to the screen is probably better if the book is maybe a bit middling in terms of writing. I love it. The story, very good, but the way it's told definitely needs some reworking. So this could be condensed into a TV series very nicely. Very much worth it.
Yeah, I think it would make an excellent TV series. I mean, we have absolutely no evidence to suggest that this is happening whatsoever.
We know there's an appetite out there for shows like this. Amazon has thrown just so much money at Rings of Power, which may well have a plot. I don't know. I've kind of lost interest after they stopped making Galadriel totally badass all the time. But yeah, like, Game of Thrones before its ultimate season, which was not so good, was also must-see TV. So we got like a lot of stuff going on, and it's like
Time got cancelled.
Yeah. I mean,
well,
like,
let's not get into that.
Yeah, like, I don't know, maybe putting some likable characters in might have been a start, but who can say?
Well, there's some history here as well, of course, because Margaret Weis and Tracy Hickman obviously fell out with Wizards of the Coast a few years ago.
Yeah. That was quite a big deal.
This,
Mm.
where they sued Wizards of the Coast for
Yes.
breach of contract and other things.
Mhm.
Oh.
This was when they were developing the recent Dragonlance trilogy of novels, which have since been published.
Yes.
I read them all. They have since been published. But at the time, there was quite a legal dust-up with Wizards of the Coast, which eventually got dismissed without prejudice. Without prejudice means that they can bring it again. Where if it's dismissed, something's dismissed with prejudice, it means you cannot go back to the courts. It's gone. That's it. Bye. Don't bother us with this ever again. That's what with prejudice means.
It was there was some merit to it, but they decided not to go ahead or something.
Well, they basically came to an agreement. It was voluntarily dismissed without prejudice. It doesn't stop them bringing it again if whatever. Anyway,
well, Wizards quote settled out of court would be our way to understand it.
Yeah. But we don't know for sure what happened. So there's history there. So it seems that whatever bad feeling there was is clearly been left long in the past. If there's any bad blood, it might just be that the people, because Wizards of the Coast staff has changed so much in the last few years, that the people involved have changed as well. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah. Well, there we go.
But,
there's something to keep an eye out for.
So it could be a new Dragonlance adventure or something that they're working on. It could be an actual play. It could be a new animated show. It could be a TV show. It could be anything. We don't.
We had that book which did the massed battles, except the massed battles were just like a different game that you could stop playing your regular game to go and play that game instead that you were less good at. Yeah. So
and that was never followed up on either, because the idea was that was supposed to be a trial, and if it worked out, they were going to do that with other settings and other books and stuff, and that never happened. So
yeah.
So I guess we'll just keep an eye on it. If anything else comes up, we'll report on it. At the moment, we know about as much as anybody else what's going on. It could be anything. Could be anything. I personally am not leaning towards TV show. I don't think it is.
Yeah.
It might be though. I don't think it is.
Well, it's probably not going to be a computer. Probably not going to be a computer game, I would think, because
it's also if you think about where this meeting's taking place, though, because surely if it's a TV show, that would be at Netflix or Paramount or someone's offices. If it was a video game, it would involve some video game developer of some kind, not two authors. So, I don't think it's those two things. I don't know.
Do you think it might be? I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's going to be an adventure path. But I mean, again, I feel like we already had one of those, and it was War of the Lance not really well received.
Yeah, I don't know. But it's a mystery. It's a mystery which we cannot solve right now. We'll have to solve it at another time when more clues arrive.
Impossible. Absolutely.
Okay.
All right, onwards.
Okay, so next we're going to talk a little bit about Hasbro, because their quarterly earnings call took place this week. And this is where you sort of get a sense of what they're telling their investors about the performance of various departments and things like that.
Yes.
And Dungeons and Dragons was touched upon. It wasn't talked about at length, but it was touched upon.
Yep.
And they said that the refreshed 2024 editions of their core rulebooks were off to the strongest ever start for D&D books. And that D&D Beyond's new accessible virtual tabletop has driven weekly traffic up nearly 50% since its September launch.
Nice.
Which is interesting. I mean, obviously, what happened in September was that's their maps thing.
Yeah.
Which is their integrated virtual tabletop on D&D Beyond. It's been around for a while now, but it went free in September. Literally last month, it went free. And obviously that's made traffic go up, which who'd have guessed? I guess it would do. But so strongest ever start for D&D books. I mean, it's not a very specific statement. I don't know what exactly that means, but it's a positive statement.
It means they've sold an absolute ton of books.
I guess it means that,
and if you compare it, like for say September to one quarter's worth of books, they sold more books in that quarter than they did for 5th edition or any previous edition.
In the equivalent quarter,
Yeah. Like, that is very much how I would interpret that. And that seems reasonable. because it took a while for the 5th edition hype train to get off the ground because they were coming back from a place of 4th edition versus Pathfinder. So, it took a while for that hype train to really take off.
Now. Yeah.
Yeah, it just it was the sustained growth that has taken us over the past 11 years to the behemoth that we have now.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, I mean, good for them. Like, yeah, that's a good start.
Okay. Next topic.
Huzzah!
Look at that there. Critical Role. Have you been watching any more of that, Jess?
I've not caught up because I was away last week. I've not done that, but I may this evening actually.
Well,
who knows?
They've revealed the first of the 3 tables. So as you may recall, there's 13 cast members, and they're divided into 3 groups, and they are the soldiers, the schemers, and the seekers. Is the labels that they've been given. So the soldiers are the ones that do quite a lot of combat. The seekers are the exploring ones, the ones that do a lot of exploring and lore and stuff. And the schemers are the ones that deal with politics and intrigue. So they've revealed the soldiers table here.
Yeah.
So that consists of 5 people. 5 out of the 13. That's quite a chunk of the 13 people. So I'm assuming some of the people must cross over.
Yeah. I mean, that's always been that's always going to be the case. Yeah. And like some of them are going to be good, but yeah, I mean, you do need like a certain minimum number to make sure you've got the resources to. If you're going to get into a serious fight, then you want to make sure you win it.
Yeah. So the characters there are Catechan Vale, Tior Pridesire. That's a cool name. Thimble something, but unfortunately, you're
cut it off.
No, I think it's just Thimble.
I think it might just be Thimble, to be there.
Just Thimble.
Okay. Tyranny. And Wikander Hullivar.
I like Tyranny. She's made a really weird, unhinged character.
So if you meet someone and they introduce themselves as Tyranny, you know you're in for a bad time.
Well, she is like a devilkin, and in the world's lore, they're like being rehabilitated. So Sam Riegel's character is their kind of watcher that's trying to keep an eye on responsible for them.
Oh, right, okay. Their babysitter, understood.
Yeah, kind of, but there's a whole lore with it attached, but watch it. I may watch more actually because I did enjoy the first one, and I did pay for a 3 months trial so I can watch. So maybe I'll do that tonight.
Yeah.
We shall see.
Fair enough.
In the meantime,
In the meantime, we are going to move on with a couple of bits of news from you now, Peter.
Okay.
So the first one is the Knights of Braille.
Oh yeah, it's like just a nice little short one. Knights of Braille are essentially an organisation that looks at TTRPGs from the point of view of blind people. So if you have a game that is accessible via screen reader, then this is an excellent one to look at things because, like, quite frankly, accessibility in gaming is not well sorted out. It's got like just so much Grant Harrett's work because a lot of his stuff is very good. It's got Dungeons and Dragons, the Black Cat, basic fantasy role playing, free 5e, which what's brought it to my attention, Liminal Horror, Morkborg, Mothership, Pathfinder, Star Wars 5e.
It's basically a list of games that are screen reader accessible. Yeah.
And I thought that was sort of information that people would appreciate having. Like, if you have a screen reader accessible game, you should get in touch with the Knights of Braille because they would love to hear about it.
Sounds good. Nice resource.
Yeah. Okay. Like I said, it's not a huge article, but yeah, I thought it was a good bit of information.
Worth letting people know about for sure.
Also from you?
Yeah, there's in light of I meant to shout this out last week, but in light of the fact that we keep on talking about magazines and so forth and how cool they are, they do still exist, and Weird Science is a TTRPG magazine. So issue 7 is out. There are some back issues. You can get them through Drive-Thru RPG. I think they may have a website to get them from direct. And I'm loving this cover. It's got like a neon pair of post-apocalyptic barbarians in the Conan / Red Sonja fashion. They're apparently about to get jumped by a bunch of G-Stealers. So what's not to like?
Very neon acid colour vibes as well.
What's in the magazine? Is it like adventures or is it rules or?
It is a hodgepodge of exciting TTRPG stuff. So like rules, adventures, like just ideas. I think they've got some articles as well. But yeah, it's a TTRPG magazine.
Right.
It covers a lot of ground in the same way that we do.
Fab.
Yeah.
Right then, we've got some new editions to talk about.
Oh yeah,
New
I saw this one.
editions of tabletop role-playing games. As if such a thing could possibly exist. A new edition of a tabletop role-playing game in this day and age.
Oh, I like the old edition better.
You don't do that anymore. You just say the updated 2024 version.
Yes. Yeah.
So this is the updated 2026 version for what?
Fully back compatible.
Well, actually,
despite being the same game.
Technically, this one they are calling a new edition. The one we're going to talk about in a
minute.
minute. So the first one is Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay 5th edition.
I'm intrigued by this.
So
yes.
Next year is 2026.
Yes.
That's not the news. I assume you already knew that next year is 2026. I don't feel that I'm breaking any new ground here in telling you this.
Valuable reminder for all of us. No.
Next year is 2026. But also is the 40th anniversary of WotC, Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay.
Nice.
Which was launched in 1986 by Games Workshop.
Mm-hmm.
So it's been around quite a while. And there is going to be a brand new edition coming out next year to celebrate this. Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay 5th edition.
Yep.
They say it's going to be backwards compatible with 4th edition.
Yep.
Retaining the classic D100 system set in a similar time period.
Yep.
And the main goal of it is to standardise things a bit more and remove a bunch of subsystems which they kind of feel like don't add as much, I'm putting words in their mouth now, but add as much sort of player enjoyment in exchange for the amount of work it takes to
As someone that's
in
a long-running Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay 4th edition game, we're playing the enemy within. I love the adventure. I love the content. I love the story we're in. I love all the characters everyone's made. I'm not enamored with the system. There's lots of clunk in it that's not intuitive. And sometimes you'll come across a thing and you're like, how does this work again? It's like this. And it's like, no, actually, it's like this. And you're like, why? And I just keep coming across this. And all of us, and there's a couple of game designers in the group that are like, why?
Well, this sounds like...
I've also played that exact game. And my experience was, wow, okay, I do not understand how to live up my character. Here, Justin, you do it for me. Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
That's where I was, yeah.
We're using an online tool, so we're using VTT. So luckily, leveling up and adding points.
It'll do it for you, yeah.
Is a bit easier. I have no idea how I'd approach that with pen and paper.
So do you feel, therefore, given your experience with the current edition of WotC, the goal to standardise things and remove complex subsystems is the thing that would make that game better for you?
I think so. I think some consistency would be good. I'm intrigued to see what that is, because honestly, my experience with the system has made me... I'm not really keen to play it again. We want to finish this adventure because we're doing the enemy within, which is a classic adventure path, so we want to do it to say we've done it, but I feel like the system isn't supporting the game, it's in spite of, which is, which we've all had games like that sometimes. So I'm glad to see this is the case. I think a lot of people that are working on it, there are known issues. So I imagine a lot of the things that I would complain about are things that are going to be addressed. So I'm interested to see it.
Yeah. I mean, I think if they can make it more accessible, easier to run, take some of the cognitive load off the GM. It's always the GM who has to know the rule system. So if you can make it so it follows logically, that would be super nice. It would like makes it easier to learn, makes it more playable. And if we're wishing for some pie in the sky, maybe they're going to like ease the licensing agreements so that third-party developers can create something, so that every time I hear the phrase Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay, I do not inevitably hear the enemy within campaign. It's a good campaign, but what have you done in the past 30 years?
I guess the problem with that, of course, is Cubicle 7 doesn't own WooFrup.
Mm.
And immediately when you're licensing a game, that adds an extra barrier to opening it up in any way, because they would then have to convince Games Workshop that it was in Games Workshop's interest for Cubicle 7 to release an open license, you know.
Yeah.
That's why you don't see it for Star Wars and games like that.
Yeah, or even for Cubicle 7 to release a good adventure path, another blinder or something. That would be...
Well, they are working on one. They can't tell us much about it at the moment. It's called they call them mega campaigns rather than adventure paths, but it's the same thing. But yeah, they are working on one. So there is going to, with this new edition, there will be a mega campaign to go along with it.
Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Yeah.
Yeah. I was just looking the number of people that have published WooFrup over the years. So Games Workshop obviously launched it in the 80s. Then we had Hogshead Publishing had it. Green Ronin and Black Industries had it. Fantasy Flight Games had it, and now Cubicle 7 has it. So it's a property that's moved around a lot.
Yeah, it's very dear to the British role-playing scene. So I would love to see something cracking coming out of it. I mean, and currently Games Workshop is a FTSE 100. It's one of the 100 most profitable companies in the UK as of this time. Bigger than Greg's, Russ. Bigger than Greg's.
I wonder how it how it compares to Wizard of the Coast.
I'm not sure that would be the case.
I wouldn't like to say, but I imagine you mean Wizards of the Coast as part of Hasbro Group or Wizards of the Coast?
No, not how it compares to Hasbro, but how it compares to Wizards of the Coast.
And Wizards of the Coast
part of Hasbro,
including Magic the Gathering.
I guess so.
Okay,
because if you're talking Games Workshop, you're including the role-playing games and the tabletop games and all the other stuff they make.
Yeah.
I mean, infinite number of miniatures they make.
It's hard to say. Very different models, but yeah, it might be interesting.
There you go.
Anyway, that is not the only game that's getting a new edition.
Oh, tell us more.
GURPS is getting a new edition.
Really? Amazing.
Yeah. So this one is currently on 4th edition.
Yes.
This new edition is going to be a revised 4th edition.
Not calling it 5th edition.
Not 5th edition. A revised.
I can see that. Phil, I can see that leads to a problem.
Well, you know, Pathfinder has its 2nd edition remaster.
Yeah.
Yes.
Dungeons and Dragons has its D&D 2024. None of these things are new editions. They are.
I'm just thinking like I know it's a different game, but calling your game 5th edition in a space where there's so many people talking about D&D, because the number of friendly fire instances I've seen where people have been talking about Vampire 5th edition, and then somebody's barged in and started talking about D&D, and it's been like.
Yes. Not the 5th edition of that game. Yes.
Yeah.
Other games have 5th editions too. Yeah.
I see what you mean. Yeah.
So they're going to go from GURPS revised 4th edition to GURPS 6th edition and never touch 5th edition.
Yeah, fair enough.
I mean, hotels do it all the time. Like, they miss out exactly. Yeah, that's hotels are famous for doing that. Not as I was going to say for removing the 13th floor. Or if you're in China, the 4th floor and the 14th floor. But anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway.
GURPS. So this revised 4th edition. GURPS is, of course, the generic universal role-playing system by Steve Jackson Games.
Yeah.
Which has been around since, God knows 80s, early 80s, time. I think. I'm not sure.
They're sufficiently old that they got raided by the FBI. So, that tells you how old they are.
No, GURPS is quite a crunchy game.
It is
And I have
very.
seen some people suggesting that Steve Jackson Games should take the opportunity to do what D&D and other games have done and make GURPS a lot more like, say, the Cypher system or Savage Worlds. And I think that's a terrible idea, because if you do that, all you're doing is making yet another generic game which won't stand out from the pack. If you're making it just like Cypher system, why would you play it rather than Cypher system?
Yeah.
GURPS at its core is actually pretty simple. It's about rolling 3d6. But this comes with the caveat that then you have the splat books, which are works of beauty. Don't get me wrong, like super well researched. You just don't see that sort of quality anymore. And
GURPS brand is a crunchy game, and I think they should keep that to distinguish themselves from the various generic games of similar complexity that are out there right now.
I agree.
As a person who's written one myself as well, What's Old is New, I'd say, is of a similar complexity to those other ones as well. So, it's I think GURPS has the advantage there that it can have a niche and dominate that niche rather than jumping into the bigger pool and disappearing without a trace.
It's a very popular game, like as a crunchy game. I'm in a load of groups that are for people that are looking to, looking for systems to support their own ideas for campaigns. And no matter what anyone says, someone will always comment, have you considered GURPS? Because it is so, you can put it to any setting. And like you say, there's so many splat books that like, if you take this, it will make it fit that niche, that you're trying to do. So it's kind of a bit of a joke. Has somebody come in and suggested GURPS yet? So
I would say this 4th edition revised, like, just really focus on the setup of the game and just be really clear. If you want to do it, just choose your sets of books. Don't say, any splat book is okay, because that way madness lies. And just really focus on the curation of your experience, so you have just the right ones that do what you want it to do, and then go with that, and don't allow other material, which for many games would be very draconian. But in this game, I feel you really need to do, because otherwise it's... my experience of it, I was like, I see where this has gone wrong. They just had everything in. It does not suit a kitchen sink style of play. I will very much say that.
Well, this was announced at GameholeCon this week. And then since then, there has been some more information posted, basically summarising what was said. So this was on the GURPS forums. Someone called Douglas Cole posted it on the GURPS forums, and he got that from the GURPS Discord, which was a summary of what happened at GameholeCon. So it's gone through like four different, including this. Four different
telephone.
But this is what we got. So for a start, most of the work is already done. It'll be coming soon. No date has been given, but it'll be coming soon. The biggest differences are changes to physical layout and design.
Okay.
It's definitely not a 5th edition. It will not make edition level changes to point costs, modifiers, prices, and weights, etc. Any rules changes will be additions in clearly marked addenda chapters.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Oh, additions, right. Adding onto it, right, yeah. No, I mean, that sounds really good. Like, if they can... It may just be a case that they want to make the layout more modern. Yeah. Because a lot of people look at books, and if it doesn't have a nice shiny layout, they're waiting to read it.
There's a tail to that one as well, though. Yeah. Because they have a top priority to preserve page references.
Interesting.
Because one of the things that you have with GURPS is you get an awful lot of books which refer to other books by page number. Now, Pathfinder was quite clever when they came out with Pathfinder licenses and things back in the early mid 2000s. Part of the license that allowed you to make third-party license stuff for it said when you refer to the core rulebooks, you can't put a page number, just the chapter. So you can say, see chapter 2 classes of the core rulebooks, but you can't say, see page 31 of the Pathfinder Player's Guide.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Because that meant that they could change the Pathfinder's Player's Guide, and
without
all of those page references from their own books and from third-party books would still work.
Clever.
So they saw that coming. Whereas GURPS is kind of stuck. They have to keep the page numbers.
I mean, it's more helpful, but I see the problem. Okay. Good
So
for them.
there's that. The other thing is they're going to remove some, or remedy some offensive or unclear passages. I got no idea what those are because I'm not familiar enough with GURPS to tell you what those are. But there will be some rewriting to deal with that.
I mean, it's coming from the 70s, 80s.
Yeah.
Like, there's going to be some grim stuff in there.
Okay.
It was a different, and I would say less good time. So yeah.
Well, I wasn't around,
good.
so that's probably why.
We know. We know.
Yeah. And the other thing is the promise of compatibility.
Mm-hmm.
So they say there
That's
are
fourth
literally
edition,
millions
right?
of page references in 21 years of supplements and articles, not to mention community discussions. Invalidating them would mean a huge slap in the face. So it's a visual upgrade that doesn't insult customers while still providing enhanced readability and some extra best of addenda.
I mean, based on what they're saying, I am comfortable that it's not a 5th edition because they're saying they're keeping it the same, the page numbers are the same. Any bits that are new are going to be highlighted saying, this is a new bit, you know, so that I will take that it's not a new edition. I know we make lots of jokes about that for 5e and stuff, but
I am actually prepared to extend the belief because changing it would be just so terrible and just break so many references. Yeah. So that sounds really good. And like having extra chapters in to suggest about how to run it better. So it sounds like they're revamping the layout whilst keeping the page references the same, upgrading the artwork, editing language to avoid some of the more egregious and archaic references that have crept in there from ancient history 40 years ago and so forth. Yeah. No. Okay. Sounds really good. I am quite excited, and I hope it is readable, accessible, and introduces people to GURPS, which I would just have a chance to play.
See, they need a starter box, really.
Oh, absolutely. 100%. Starter box. Yeah.
anyway.
Right.
What's the phrase we use? Next?
Yes. Onwards. Next. Ooh.
Free League. A new thing coming out.
That is
Dragonbane
pretty.
Trudvang. This is a Celtic and Norse inspired world of Trudvang.
That looks like a troll to me.
RPG.
Yeah, but it's like a very Nordic troll in that it's like got grey rock-like skin. I initially thought it was actually part of the mountain, which it's coming out of. But yeah, huge nose and big gnarly hands, and it's got some like little trollings next to it, which are much more goblin-sized, but still share that sort of pinky purple skin. Yeah, okay.
I like the artwork.
Looks like someone at the bottom going, "Oh!"
And this is an expansion for Dragonbane, is it?
Yeah, so it's based on the board game Trudvang.
Oh, okay.
Which was originally published by Cool Mini or Not.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Well, Trudvang has a history. So it was originally it was a campaign setting for Drakar och Demoner, the Swedish version of Dragonbane, the original Swedish.
Yeah, Dragons and Demons. Yeah.
And then Riot Minds sold the Trudvang IP to Cool Mini or Not.
Oh, okay.
Shortly before selling the Dragonbane rights to Free League.
Right.
Cool Mini or Not turned Trudvang into a board game.
Oh.
And now Free League are obviously doing some kind of deal with Cool Mini or Not and bringing it kind of full circle into a campaign setting book for Dragonbane. Exciting stuff.
So that promises to be a role-playing game for Dragonbane with... Oh, I wonder if they're going to do a reprint of Trudvang as well. Because if it's Cool Mini or Not, that would be a lot of very good quality miniatures.
A lot of cool minis, yeah.
Well, indeed.
Or not, you know.
I mean, in my experience, it has generally been more the former rather than the latter. So, this is going to be expensive.
Yeah.
Anyway.
What's going to be? Well, it is. It's going to be a set. So we're going to get the following books: a world book,
nice,
a deep dive in Trudvang's history, peoples, and regions.
Yeah.
The Book of Heroes.
Yeah.
Which is Trudvang professions, skills, abilities, and magic.
Yeah, player book. Love it. Yeah.
Jorgi's Bestiary. Monster book, obviously.
Yeah.
And The Black Sun, A legendary 4-part epic campaign.
Nice.
So it is going to be expensive. You are correct.
Yeah.
Oof, oof, oof.
This is going to be Free League's big winter Kickstarter, I imagine.
Oh, that's the sound of my wallet screaming.
And that's just a setting. That assumes you have Dragonbane. If you don't have Dragonbane, you've got to buy that too.
Yeah.
So
I do quite like Dragonlance.
I haven't run it yet. It's in my pile of things to run, just there. So
I mean, I played it a little bit. It's sort of OSR, in that it's got that sort of lightweight sensibility, but I quite liked it because it also had the more modern design aesthetics, which I find appealing, and it didn't have like a million separate tables with like different dice. It's basically got a fairly unified core mechanic approach, which I find very appealing personally, without having lots and lots of different subsystems, which add to the intellectual load of having to learn it. Although the geese people, the duck people, are very divisive. Some love them, some hate them. I mean, what about you, Russ? Do the duck people drive you quackers?
Well, my wife is going as Count Duckula to Halloween next week. So
wow.
I think I have to side with the duck people.
Yes.
You have to be a certain age and British to have any idea what Count Duckula is. But imagine Dracula,
once a
but
century,
you're a duck and you're vegetarian because they used
when the
tomato
moon
ketchup
is in the fourth
instead
house.
of blood. Yeah.
Well, that is that.
I mean, Russ, you missed your. I mean, you gotta be Captain James Kirk when you could have been Nanny. Oh dear. I mean, that's just her time.
I could have done, but I had mine sorted out months ago. Sharon's only literally decided this week that she's doing Duckula, so you know.
Fair enough.
I'm looking forward to seeing
it because she always makes her costumes. She doesn't buy them.
Wow.
She makes
Absolutely.
them. So she's got
Proper
a week
cosplay.
off work next week,
Yes.
and she's basically going to live in Hobbycraft, buying bits and making
why not?
Duckula costume.
Fair.
Yeah, makes her happy. Wow. Yeah.
Okay.
I look forward to seeing the inevitable pictures on Facebook. Anyway.
There will be pictures. There'll be many pictures.
Yes.
Okay. Next.
Fantasy Star.
Fantasy
Yes.
PH Star. Peter, you posted this one. Take it away.
Yes, previously, for long-time listeners, they will know that we've had Rich disclosure from Skydawn Press on to talk about this conversion of the very popular Fantasy Star game to a TTRPG. It was promised. It has now been released.
Huzzah.
Yes. And that is largely the extent of it. Rich has very kindly sent us an absolute ton of like PDFs and little screenshots and so forth. But due to the vagaries, we have not quite had the time to take them and put them onto the I don't know what you call it, carousel of like things that we look at. So there you go. But it is out. You can now obtain and purchase it. And like I say, the website, the cover is pretty nice. The website is also quite an experience. It's still got that sort of coin op start continue vibe to get going, which I do enjoy. And yeah, like the cover, for those of you at home who are listening rather than watching, it's got in very much the anime style, 3 figures jumping out with a scary, shadowy, sharp-fanged figure at the back. We've got like a blonde-haired, ultra-buff guy with an axe. We've got
I see a little yellow cat.
Yeah. There is a lady. She's got like a 3-tailed cat with extremely long ears. She herself is rocking a golden buckler and enormous gun combo. Or is that the guy holding it? No, the guy's got gun and axe. My bad. She's got a glowing light sword and shield, which would make more sense. And there's another guy who's got some sort of trident staff. and we've also got like a little spaceship rocking around there. So
all in the backdrop, exploding from space,
as it should be. I mean, like I would play in this genre, but I do not have the familiarity to run it. But
and this
I'm
is
delighted
based
to
on
see it.
a console video game, isn't it?
Yes. Well,
Yeah.
also a computer game. Again, I have not played it. It passed me by, but Phantasy Star Online is something I've had to listen to people talk to me about. Not like in a bad way that I've had to listen. They're excited to tell me about it. I was excited to listen, but it's not been available to me. So if you like that sort of thing, then, or if you did like that sort of thing, then this is definitely worth a look. Available from Skydawn, as I say.
Fabulous.
Yeah.
We got a couple of comments here. So Cray Park Films in the chat says, I love my Void Runners Codex. It arrived a few days ago, worth the wait, because of course that has been going out to US backers this week, and I've been seeing lots and lots of people complimenting our packaging. I will add, lots of people complimenting our packaging, which obviously we did personally. Definitely, 100%, definitely.
Yeah.
No, all right, we didn't.
Poor Jess having to work so hard to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't have loads of conversations with the manufacturer, the shipping companies, and everyone to arrange this. No, I didn't do anything.
But we always budget, don't we, for a certain percentage of damage, because postmen and postal workers throw things over fences and leave things in puddles, or
just lose things.
Do all this stuff, drop kick things into the upstairs bedroom window, and whatever else they do. We haven't had a single not a single report of a damaged package yet. Yeah. Which is unusual.
And we're in the second
fulfillment
wave. Because Australia have had their fulfillment wave, and US is having theirs, and the UK and Europe is the next wave.
I'm looking forward to it.
But yes, it will be imminent. We are last week. I did an update. The EM Publishing Monthly update happened yesterday. So if you want to hear more details about that, if you go listen to that, so I won't fill up your time here.
Park Films also says, thanks for eating the tariffs.
It was not a delicious meal.
It was not a delicious meal. Well, it means I'm not going on holiday for the next 18 years now. That's my holiday.
Certainly not to America. Can't afford the tariff to get yourself in.
I've been handed over to the US government, has confiscated my holidays for the next 18 years.
It's fine. Just another $1 million Kickstarter. I'm sure it'll be fine. You'll work it out.
Yeah, sure. I'll just do that.
Yeah. Just one of those.
Yeah.
Anyway.
It was not a small amount of money that I had to bloody send to bloody...
But it's done.
Yes. It's all over.
Well, that makes it better.
Past. The past can't hurt us anymore.
And you have happy customers now.
Yeah, I don't have a holiday for the next 18 years.
Yeah, you get
when do you ever go on holiday anyway?
I know, right?
I can't, because I'm busy paying tariffs.
Anyway.
I spend my life doing that. That's my job now, just to pay things. When I'm asked to pay for things, I just pay for things. That's all I do.
Yeah.
Day in, day out, I just pay for things.
Because you have a business.
This is very much how business works for us.
What did you think it was going to be?
It's not fun.
The money's going in the wrong direction. Why?
Having a business.
Anyway, shall we? And this is just a suggestion. Move on.
Next.
There we go.
Next is the correct phrase. You must use the correct terminology. Yes, and do a little clap. Yeah.
Get on with it.
Next. Yeah.
Next.
There we go.
Yeah.
Now you're thinking of
okay.
Ooh.
Okay.
Haven't we already done this?
Well, it's now on Kickstarter. Before. It was going to be on Kickstarter. Now it is on Kickstarter.
So we did the news, and now it's happening.
Yes. So this is the original first edition Pendragon game reprint on Kickstarter. The exact first edition one. It's not, because obviously it's in its fourth edition, fifth edition now. I can't remember which.
Seventh, I thought.
Seventh edition? Oh God, yeah, probably. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, it's an edition that's not first edition. This is the first edition. It's on Kickstarter. It's got 11 days to go. It's well and truly fun. It's 10 times over, of course.
Nice.
But it's the original game. The original game. You get a box. You get a player book, a game master's book, a map of King Arthur's Britain, which I want just for that, to be honest. A play aid, which is blank character sheets and various tables, and a bunch of pre-generated characters.
Nice.
Have you been enjoying it, Russ? Because I know you've not been playing.
Yeah, I'm not playing first edition. I'm playing the current edition. But yes, I have. I have been.
Marvelous. Very pleased to hear it.
It does look very cool. I'm probably going to back this just because it's kind of a piece of history, and I do have a copy of Pendragon, which I think is like 3rd edition or something.
Okay.
But literally just the book. So this is the
add it
whole
to the
box set with
collection.
loads of stuff. Yeah.
This is definitely a collector's nostalgia piece. So yeah.
Oh yeah.
So.
Yeah. Okay.
Next.
We're back. Next. Back to Peter. Talk about Midnight of the Century.
Yes. I'm
Oh.
going to say not doing as well as Pendragon because it's not on Kickstarter. This is instead an itch funder.
Okay.
Which is funding on itch. I say it's not doing that badly, but it looks to have done over £1,500, which is probably in the region of $1,800 or so, maybe higher. And what it is it's all about sort of X-Files style mid-90s serial killers. So it's got a whole pile of stuff that's all going on about that. I thought it looked pretty interesting, to be fair.
I see it's by Colin Lasser as well. I know his games. There's one, it's like a Nordic sort of, forgotten the name of it now. But I've heard of his games before and I like them, so yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he's wanting to be in the same sort of place as Liminal Horror, Khan, Into the Yard, Mothership, Brindlewood Bay, Vason. Those are his tabletop game influences.
Mm-hmm.
Also making reference to Twin Peaks and Millennium and Hellboy, Sin City, even a certain amount of Hellblazer, with films like Henry, Portrait of the Serial Killer, Silence of the Lambs, and Candyman. So, like, this is probably not like my cup of tea, but I was impressed enough by what I've read on the various things, and that is Jessica's now holding
your cup of tea. Yes,
it's definitely my cup of tea. Pop it in my mug.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm glad I brought it to your attention because not everything has to be for me. We can't all be Trudvang, is what I'm saying.
Okay, the Midnight of the Century on it. I'm gonna check that out because I like Colin's other games. So
yeah.
The
cover is sort of like quite a stylish black and red with a sort of a skeleton and skull.
Swirling mist of red with creepy shapes and figures in. Yeah.
I mean, it's got a vibe going. I'm like, okay, I see it, and I think it could be quite good. So do check out on Itchfender. Yeah, I don't think it was particularly expensive. I've lost the page with the press on. Oh, they've got a devlog on Ashcan if that is something that you are interested in. A cool investigation set in the mid-90s Pacific Northwest, and I can't find out how much it is cost a pledge because that's annoying.
Oh, no worries. We'll have a look. The link's there.
There'll be a link in the show notes.
It's reasonable.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, there we go.
Right,
£5 for digital, £25 for physical, £60 for deluxe. So that's a fine range of prices to suit all budgets.
Yeah.
All right.
Fair enough. Okay.
Yeah.
Next thing was this extrajudicial warfare. What's this?
Oh, this is part of there's Mothership Month on BackerKit. So Mothership are doing a big event which has loads of third-party things that you can back various different ones and get different rewards. But PJ, are you telling us more about this?
Yeah, I saw it. It was on BackerKit. I do like to shout out things that aren't just on Kickstarter. This is from Nine Lives Games. It is, as you say, from Mothership, and they're doing a lot of looks like very stylish things with gangs, factions, and how to bring them into your Mothership games.
Nice.
And since if I had to have a criticism of Mothership, I would say that there's only so many times I can play Alien. This feels like a good way to expand your repertoire for games that you can run and maybe introduce a certain amount of the warriors into your games. So yeah, they've got gladiatorial scenarios, making better classes of criminals, nice range of pledges, looking at $12 excluding shipping for a physical copy, $17 for everything digital, and $28 for everything physical. Again, minus shipping, but yeah, it seems pretty reasonable. It's a zine, just to let people know, but with a decent squareback binding. Yeah, lots of NPCs, gangs. It just looks like they're throwing in a lot of stuff here, and I thought it was quite cute and deserves a shout out. So there you go.
Yeah, that looks good. And also, there's loads of other stuff in Mothership Month as well. So if people like that system, like you say, loads of good third-party stuff to check out.
Okay. And with that, I think we've come to the end of the news.
Yes.
We did it. I'm surprised we did it.
Oh. Yeah.
Yes, well done, us. Yeah. Now I just have to go away.
Last thing I did want to quickly mention is, and I don't have a slide for it, so you can't see a pretty picture of it, but we do have a new crowdfunder coming soon. Gosh, that's unlike us, isn't it, to have a new crowdfunder coming soon?
Wild.
So the next one, now that Void Runners Codex is fulfilling, we've had this one ready for ages, but we wanted to wait until after everyone had their Void Runners Codex box sets, because it is the launch of Alpha Star, the official magazine that supports the Void Runners Codex with new material. So once everybody has all of their box sets, so basically, I think, all the US people will have them, and the UK and Europe people are just starting to get them now, I think. Is that correct?
Yes.
No. Well,
so
in the next couple of weeks,
Yeah, the next couple of weeks. It's in the warehouse for the UK and Europe. And last week we confirmed everybody's address with the address verification email from the warehouse. So now we know where everybody lives, and we've done the test package for the UK. So we're imminently sending them out.
Apart from the person who just emailed you saying, "Can I tell you my new address?"
I don't know if that's even related to the Void Runners or Split the Horde.
Because that was it. That was the entire email.
Can I tell you my new address?
Sure.
Which is...
I mean, if you want. Is
that like an aunt or something moving, asking me to update
this could be the thing.
card list? I don't know.
Christmas card list. No, I'm joking. No, but if you do send me a message, let me know what it is reference, what you are getting, and I will certainly help you.
Context is king.
It is, yeah. Just because we do lots of things, because we do crowdfunding campaigns on multiple platforms, because Alpha Star is on BackerKit, as people can notice, so we're using that. So are you on BackerKit? Are you on Kickstarter? Have you used our online web store? Have you ordered something via Drive-Thru RPG? Have you got something from somewhere else? So it's really useful if I know where you're getting it from, because I can help locate you and
that we should talk about Alpha Star maybe a little bit more.
Sure.
Sorry. I mean, it felt like a very heartfelt rant.
I feel like I've just been told off.
But maybe you could tell us more about this thing. Yeah. Come on, focus, people.
Sorry.
Well, anyway,
Alpha Star is like a magazine, like Game Pass Gazette.
I probably won't talk more about it right now, because what I'll do is for next week I'll prepare some slides and we can talk about it with pictures and do it in a bit more detail, because it's not going to be for 2 or 3 weeks yet anyway, so we've got time. But it is coming. And
it's the new quarterly magazine for the Void Runners Codex. So it'll have new content. So take your 5e games to space.
Yes.
Amen. Let's go.
With that, I think we are done for the week.
Ta-da!
Thank you, everybody, for joining us, streaming live on Fridays at 2 p.m. UK time. Whether that be a BST or a GMT, it will always be 2 p.m. UK time. So just look up what time is it in the UK right now. And when it's 2 p.m. in the UK, that's when we're doing it. Whatever your
just
time
on
zone
Fridays.
Is, on Fridays, yes.
We're not doing it
every day. Exactly. Not every day.
No.
Don't have enough news for that. Yeah.
No. Yeah. Well, maybe this week we would have.
No.
Right.
Not even close.
All right.
Anyway, until next week, should we get out of here?
Yes. Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone. Thank you for joining us. Au revoir, as they say in France. Bye-bye.
All the tabletop role-playing news, we aim to amuse and we aim to enthuse. And Morrus is unofficial tabletop RPG.